So, welcome, fifth graders. We are now on to if you still need the practice, that's fine, but hopefully you have one of each of your hands with your practice drawings for your initials completed. So, my initials are, I'll just draw on here, are M, R, L. So, I have my M done, and then I have my R and my L somewhere else. I'm just going to talk to you about my M. So this was my best M. So I put a star on it. So if you don't have all three of your letters done, you're going to want to complete that before you even watch this video. So that you want to have one of each of these three letters of your initials done that you're happy with. Okay. Once you have that, today's video is all about what I need to do to take this practice drawing and put it on nicer paper, which is going to be from your art book. Okay. So this transfer can be done two different ways. Basically, what we're doing is we're taking this practice drawing, which has maybe mistakes, things we don't like about it, and we are taking it and tracing it two different ways to get rid of all those mistakes and all the things that we don't want on them, and having them on nice clean paper. So depending on the paper and how dark you made yours, you can actually almost see mine through the paper. I could go over all of my lines on here with permanent marker, and then I would probably be able to see them really well on here. Okay. And I'm also sliding it over so that I can get two on a page. Sorry, this is probably really confusing. I'll slow down. So I want to be able to see it through that paper a lot easier. So I am going to outline with black marker. It could be washable, it can be permanent. Just don't make your lines, don't use like a big Sharpie. Okay, and this, I'm only going to outline the lines that I want to trace. So this is a nice little way of making sure that I only have the lines I need. So I never want to use that circle that I drew. Okay, and then for the wrists, make sure that you're drawing just part of the wrist. So like up to about where you'd wear a watch or a bracelet. And then make sure that you come around and curve it so that it's one whole piece. Okay. So I now have everything on here the way that I want it. And you have two choices. I think it's easier because I'll be able to fit two on here, and it doesn't matter the order right yet. Okay. You can now trace using permanent marker because you're going to have to outline it again anyway, or you can do pencil and then permanent marker. It's totally up to you. So holding it down so that it doesn't move, I am now going to trace. And you really want to do this nice and slow. Make sure that you don't have any mistakes, obviously. So you might think, well, this is kind of silly. Why are we doing all this? we are going to be having white hands, and we're going to be making a colorful background. So these will eventually get cut out. We're not cutting them out today. So we're trying to make a nice, clean drawing from our hands. And just as a reminder, you're going to want to have the 3 hands that you pick should be relatively the same size. If you have the same initial, maybe your name is Matt and your middle name is Mark, then you can just draw 1 M hand, okay? And then you would want to trace it twice, so you'd have the same hand. But if you have, like me, MRL, I would try to make sure that my M, my R, and my L are all about the same size. So here is my traced hand, and it might be helpful if you put underneath your letter. And so this one has a bunch of pencil lines and different things. Now this is nice and clean, no mistakes, everything I want on it. And you're going to do that now for your next 2 letters after that, okay? And so this is what I want done by the end of class on Tuesday, so tomorrow. So I don't need you to do all 3 of them. If you still need to draw, that is what today is for. By the end of class tomorrow, I want you to have all 3 of your initials outlined and traced onto nice paper in your sketchbook. Okay, so hopefully that works. Now for a second way of doing this, where you don't have to outline this in black marker, you can take your pencil drawing, tape it onto a window, and then rip one of these sheets out of your art book, put it over the top, tape that onto the window. And one little thing, because if you use permanent marker and it goes onto your window, you're not going to be able to get it off. So use a washable marker, or just make sure you have thick enough paper that it's not going to bleed through both of them. Okay? Just ask an adult for their thoughts. Okay? And one way that you could definitely do is take your pencil drawing, put the art book paper on top of your pencil drawing, tape them both onto the window, and use pencil first instead of doing it with permanent marker right away. Okay, so those are my 2 suggestions for tracing this and re-outlining it. By the end of class on Tuesday, you need to have all 3 of them outlined in black marker and on your art book paper. Okay. All right. With that, I hope you have a good 2 days. This will be the video for tomorrow as well. I'll just send out a reminder that you're going to continue working. So if you get all 3 of them done today, then you got a break tomorrow for art. Okay. Come back Thursday. We'll be talking about what we're doing with these and how we're decorating a background. Okay. Have a good day. Bye.